Oh, Jimmy. Miss understatement. In addition to harassing Donovan Mitchell all night, Lu Dort dropped 26 points on 11 shots. Zach, this isn't Bubble Dort anymore. This is Lu in the big wide world. What do you think?
Look, if Lu Dort is going to shoot threes like this, put him in the Hall of Fame. Have you seen this guy play defense? I get tired watching him play defense. I don't even want that guy within 10 feet of me. If he starts making threes, shut it all down. The guy is a phenomenal defender, and he seems to like shooting threes. They almost hit the ceiling, but they were going in.
They go in.
Defense, I like this kid, man. He plays hard.
Absolutely. Make yakety sax time. The Nuggets and Rockets playing a basketball game last night, and it got downright ugly in the third. Vince, can you give us one word to describe this sequence?
Interesting. No, it's just the beginning. It's the beginning of the season blues, man. It's the beginning of the season blues. It really is. And you tend to see some bad basketball with a short off season. You're going to see this a little bit.
Zach, you got a word?
We cut the clip short of Mike Malone. Yeah, exasperating.
No,
we cut the clip short of Mike Malone calling the angriest time out of the season.
And there you go. All right, Miss Wi-Fi. Airplane mode was on a menace. He was just a menace on defense last night. First, the huge block on LeBron. We showed you this earlier. Then, though, a few minutes later, Cantor gets called for the foul, but again, Jones Jr. obliterating LeBron's shot. Vince, what is it like when you're a player used to doing pretty much whatever you want in the airspace above the net, and a young fellow keeps coming along to block you?
I tell you what, especially when you're like, oh man, easy too. And you can look at, if you look at LeBron's face on that first layup, he was like, oh, I got the bump. This is 2 points. And all of a sudden you see somebody swatting it. It's sometimes it kind of frustrates you.
Yeah. Zach, I'm not going to ask you what that feels like. I hope you're not offended.
I don't know. Unfamiliar.
Tell him, Zach.
Make aesthetics. Check out these new Hawks unis. Little throwback to the 80s and 90s. Zach, what's nicer to look at, though, the jerseys or Trae's handles?
I mean, the jerseys are nice. No more Volt Green or whatever BS they were screwing around with. No more feathers. Just nice Hawks colors. But Trae Young is averaging 34 a game, shooting the lights out, clowning people off the dribble. So Trae, as nice as those uniforms are, the answer is Trae Young.
Yeah, and of course they go to the new unis when I leave.
Exactly.
But it's all good.
They needed to have you in the throwbacks, Vince, because you actually played against the team wearing
throwback.
them. Exactly.
Oh.
No, it's the truth. I can't argue with that. That's true.
Let's stick with the Hawks, who are 3-0 after last night. Trae Young leading all scorers, 29 points. Atlanta shot nearly 48% from three-point range. Home win over the Pistons. Vince, you played for this team just last season, right? So you know these guys better than anyone. Is this hot start sustainable?
Well, I'll start by saying this: 72-0 is still possible, correct? You can't go 3-0. You can't win 72 games without going 3-0.
You're
so we'll start there.
Right. Yep.
Exactly. So we'll start that. But no, seriously, one thing I'm enjoying seeing about this team is the growth of the young players. But one thing that has really stuck out for me is Trae is making the effort early. This is one thing we argued with all year last year. All year is that, hey, get your guys involved early to make the game easier for you, because we know he can start the game and go crazy and for 48 minutes dominate. But for him, it's like if you get these guys going and start and have guys like Kevin Huerter shooting like he's shooting right now, Hunter playing like he's playing out of his mind, Cam Reddish giving him confidence, all these guys, and they start making shots, the game is a lot easier. Now you add Clint Capella for the lob, Collins for the lob. The game is spread out for you, and he's able to do the things that he's seeing, showing his handle, showing his range, showing his ability to pass. And it's been great to see, and I think that's been the success of this team is he's facilitating, getting guys easy shots, and then once they're rolling, he goes to work.
Are they going to be the greatest offense in NBA history? No. Are they going to shoot 70% on corner threes, which is what they're shooting right now? Not much longer. They're going to play some good teams soon. They'll come back to earth. But I said before the season, This is a legitimate problem on offense. This offense is going to be really, really good. Defensively, they have a lot of questions to answer, but they have a really nice mix of veterans and young guys. They have a lot of different kind of lineups they can use. They can go big. They can go more defense-oriented, more offense-oriented. We haven't even seen Danilo Gallinari yet this season. I think this team, absolute floor should be the 8th seed and so one of the favorite spots in the play-in tournament. That should be their floor. They are going to be that dynamic offensively. They have that many guys. And to Vince's point, Trae's been unbelievable. The two things I'm watching are how Capella and Collins fit on offense when they play together, and the development of Hunter and Reddish, who have gotten off to nice starts. They look more confident. They look more comfortable with the ball. If those guys pop a little bit, this team is all of a sudden really, really deep and potentially deep in two-way players.
Well, look, it was nice seeing Capella.
Exactly. That's what I was going to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead, Vince.
Sorry, that's what I was going to add to that, Zach, is that one thing about Cam Reddish, his defensive ability is unreal. I mean, he has great hands, great on-ball instincts, as well as DeAndre Hunter. So those are two guys that are great. Well, that has potential to be great two-way players. That's on the ball. And the wonderful thing about having Capella is you can funnel everything down to him. And you can gamble. And these guys, like I said, they already have great hands. So you funnel them down to Capella. You funnel them down to John Collins, who are shot blockers. Good things can happen because we already know once they get in transition, either they're getting a lob, layup, or three. Point blank.
Well, it's nice to see Capella and Rondo make their season debuts last night. Rondo, of course, his debut with the Hawks. And you're right, Vince, they are a more veteran team than the year when you were with them. But it is nice, even for a team that still has young players on it. You get that confidence from starting the season 3-0. Even if you do come back to earth in a lot of those statistical categories, you can build on that. And it's the way you want to start, better than 0-3, which we have seen. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.